friend, and welcome back to my channel. And welcome back to another day in the life of a full-time work from home stay-at-home mama. You putting your cars in your cart?
Yeah.
We are busy, I guess, playing with Matchbox cars. And I'm gonna try to very quickly get some chores done around the house before we go and meet some friends at a park to play for a little while. Which I have to say, like, making mom friends with kids the same age as yours, kid. Like, if there's one piece of advice I can give you, if you are struggling, if you are feeling lonely, or if you are feeling like you are losing your mind, put yourself out there and just make the connections that you can. We started going to story times. We started going to playgrounds. I started noticing moms, this sounds creepy, noticing moms at stores with toddlers the same age as mine and like striking up a conversation, because this life can be very, 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 very lonely. It can be very lonely, and it also can be extremely isolating and boring for an only child. So because of all of that, I would say in like the last like 2 or 3 months, I've really cultivated like a group of mom friends that is good for me. That group of friends is good for me, but it's also very, very good for my kiddo. And also allows for us to like break up our day a little bit, because the other part of that is we live in we're very far away from like the normal like town of things. Like when we go to my mom's or my sister's or whatever, we're going into town for that. And that's about like 40 minutes away from here. So making mom friends out there or getting involved in activities out there, while there's more activities available. You have Pete the cat?
Yeah.
It doesn't do us any good to like drive all the way out there, especially in the mornings before nap time. I'd rather stay around our area so that we don't lose nap in the car. And I like to go to my mom's in the afternoons, so I don't want to be driving 40 minutes back home and back. And it's a thing, you know, this is how that works. So yeah, we made some mom friends in the area, and we all agreed that it is really hard to do that. It is so hard to do that. I don't know if we have been burned by experiences in the past, or if we just get more isolated as we get older, or shyer as we get older, or there just are less circumstances in which we are putting ourselves out there to make friends. But if you are not making friends because you feel embarrassed to be the one that makes the first move, I have not dated since I'm 17 years old. Big tractor. I haven't dated since I'm 17 years old. So the whole concept of like shooting your shot is not something I'm familiar with as an adult at all. And I feel like I've had to get acquainted with that feeling more as an adult in regards to friendships than I would have ever had to be in the regards to like a romantic relationship, which thank God I didn't ever have to date in my adulthood, because I think I would be awkward. So I'm telling you all of that to say, I guarantee you, anyone you feel like, if there's that mom friend at story time that you've seen a few times now and your kids kind of play nicely together and you've like chit-chatted a little bit, but you're like, oh, they've not asked for my number, or we haven't really set up a play date or whatever, and you're thinking like that would be totally awkward. As the person who has been approached and also the person who has done the approaching, we're all on the same page. We're all on the same page. We want friends. We are desperate for our friends. We are desperate for people to go on play dates with, to meet us at the park. Sorry, we just had a bit of a meltdown. All of that to say, we all want friends. Make the move. Put yourself out there. Give them your phone number. I know it feels awkward, but it's also so very worth it. We're having one of those days where there's a lot of arguing and just, you know, I am starving. I am very, very hungry. Do you want to try one? You want to try it? I think we're just tired. I think we're tired. We did have fun at the playground though. One of our sweet friends though was already gone even by the time we made it. Yeah, we're getting a snack bud because her little girl fell from one of the like play structures, and we just heard, and she actually fractured her arm. I'm so sad about it. I'm so sad about it. Yeah. I'm making Wade lunch right now. You've seen this salad a million times. You want to try it?
Yeah.
You're welcome. But once homie has had his lunch and we've read stories, if you can catch my drift, I am going to tackle my word count for the day. I have been writing every day, and I know that's not something to celebrate, but for me right now it is. And I always forget until I'm doing it. And I'm so curious if other people deal with this, where it's like you build something up in your head and you make it harder than it needs to be and just a bigger deal than it needs to be. And every time I get out of the habit of writing and then get back into it, I'm always reminded of just, one, like how fun it is, because that's just the reality, is it's really fun, but also how I get lost in the idea that I feel like it has to be me that shows up in that. Like, the person I currently am at this moment has to somehow write a book, and that person doesn't know what she's doing. That person feels very overwhelmed by that thought. But that's not who's actually showing up to write the book. Like, I channel a whole different version of myself, and that person knows what she's doing. And I have to trust that. Like, I have to keep reminding myself to trust that and let myself keep doing it and stop getting in my head, because it's so much fun. It's so much fun. Like, I never feel more like myself than I do when I'm writing. I've said that before. I'll keep saying it until I die. I need to keep reminding myself of that. But nothing makes me feel more like myself than that. So I'm very excited to sit down and pound out some words while this kiddo closes his eyes for a second. And then this afternoon, you want some lunch? You want a cucumber? You like these? No. So I am actually just leaving my mom's house, and I don't have my little car buddy because my husband came and he took him home after dinner and cake, because we were just actually at my mom's house. I didn't even tell you guys that we were doing this. I don't know how I forgot to tell you. But my brother and I both have birthdays in June. Mine's this weekend. My brother's is in 2 weeks. And so my brother was in town for the last week. So my mom was like, let's do pizza and birthday cake while Brian is in town. So we just did that, and you will have seen the footage. We have a pizza place around here that we like to get pizza from called Bella Italia. And if you can't tell, you may not be able to tell, but my family is from New York. I never lived in New York, but my whole family was basically from New York. And so we are very particular about like a New York style pizza. Bella Italia does New York style pizza really well. My sister-in-law calls it in. The guy is like, wait, you want 3 extra large? And she's like, yeah, 3 extra large pizzas. Like, what's so hard about this? Like, why are we having a conversation about this? I want 2 pepperoni and 1 cheese, extra large. Let's do it. And the guy was really questioning her about it. When they came home with these pizzas, now we know why they were like, wait, you want 3 of these? It was so much pizza, so much pizza, so much pizza. That was insane. I don't think I've ever seen a pizza that large before in my life. So we essentially have an entire pizza left over. So I took some, my mom or my sister took some, all of that. But it was really fun to be with family tonight. And we had a really good day all around. But yeah, I actually think I'm gonna end the video here because I am very desperate to get home, take a shower, get in bed. I'm just curious if anybody else lives in the South, in North Carolina. The humidity is outrageous, and it's really just the beginning of June. This is insane, but I feel like I'm swimming when I go outside, and it's gonna be a long summer. I think it's gonna be a very long summer. I will say, I'm wearing that Halara dress from TikTok, which if you're on TikTok at all, you've seen this dress and people talking about it. And I hesitated to buy it last year. Finally bought it this year. Y'all, it's worth it. Because it's so comfortable. I don't worry about like flashing anybody because it has the shorts underneath, which is great because of the toddler and running around him. But also the fact that like Wade wants to be outside all of the time. He will spend the entire day outside. It is boiling hot outside and I'm a sweater. Like, I love winter because I can always put on more clothes. In the summer, you can only take off so much before like the police get involved. So I'm not the biggest fan of the summertime, not gonna lie. Unless I'm in a body of water or in the air conditioning. It's not my favorite thing in the world. Also ask me how I feel about having a black car with black leather interior in the summertime. Not my favorite. Anyway, I'm gonna go home. I'm just dying to take a shower. That sticky summer feeling, I'm very ready to take a shower. I hope you guys have had a good day. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. I will see you in my next video. If you liked hanging out with me, go ahead and subscribe. I post new videos on Mondays and Thursdays. And yeah, I'll see you guys again very, very soon. Bye.